What's up, guys? Champs here, and welcome back to NBA 2K11. I mean 2K21, sorry, not 2K11. But we decide we're gonna play. Okay. Now I did play some Rec, and I hate Rec. It took me so fucking long to get.
Welcome to a brand new episode of NBA 2K TV. We're nearing the end of the season, and that means it's time for the highly anticipated Top Play of the Year vote.
Yes, all season long you've been submitting your plays and voting on your favorites, but now it comes down to these four. We've taken each seasonal winner throughout the year, fall, winter, spring, and summer, and you get to vote on which one is the absolute best.
So get ready to vote. Your top plays have kept us in awe all this year. Now it comes down to this, the top plays of the year and a 1 million VC award. You ready to make a VC millionaire? Let's see the 4 plays you selected to compete. In the fall, your first seasonal winner was @NZ Rotham, who blocked a shot in the Rec, and his teammate drains the game winner from full court. The chilliest play of winter was sent in from @ToySoldier98, who was clutch in their own right with a 3/4 court shot from the ground after the dive. The spring started to heat up with @KingLashawn13, who dunked on 4 defenders and spun around to look at all of them. And we reached peak heat this summer with summer's winner @TheRealOGBilly, who ran defenders all over the place and put up a game-winning green in their face. It's all on you. Choose your top play of the year. Thanks for everyone for the awesome plays you submitted. We will keep looking for them on social media when you use the hashtag 2KTVWow. Stay tuned next week for the winner in our 2KTV Awards.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Soaring high above the Willamette River towards our location tonight in downtown Portland. Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for Payday.
Well, guys,
He's certainly come a long way, DA. Thank you. Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slot. Ed VanVleet out there with Lowry, and it's Birch in at the 5. And for the Trailblazers, the high power expectations as a first-round pick. Your son going through it right now.
Yeah, no doubt. Listen, everyone wants to see what you've got. And also, you want to prove that you belong. And so, because of that, though, especially in the days game, sometimes judgment comes way too quickly. And we've seen it with a lot of great young players that because they come in a lot earlier in terms of their age, it may take them an extra year or two to figure it all out. And so the teams that are most patient in allowing those kids to mature at their own level tend to be the ones that get the higher rewards.
Indeed. And we see so much impatience, and it causes problems.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
So yeah, I played a Rec, and
Pass to McCollum. Lets the 3 fly. No good. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
Yeah, they sapped the energy right out of the building in that one. They just were knocking down threes, and it was deflating both for the team and the crowd.
and they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Simons, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Cobb in the corner.
Cobb corner.
And again,
Cobb
Toronto
corner.
with the triple.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes.
Cobb corner.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
To the inside, McCollum fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team.
Young outside from downtown.
Wait, forget.
Tries again, and Cobb gets it to go. Cobb's got 8.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Here's Simons, covered by Bain. It's Jones on the wing. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Cantor. He's off on that one.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go, even with the defense not really a factor.
Passes to Baines. Inside, here's Young, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on C.J. McCollum. The Raptors shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line.
I can't
That's
shoot.
A solid number to work with on the season.
Simons, the pass to Cantor.
I hate Rick, dude. All right.
We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first quarter. 6 to shoot. Here's McCollum. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Well, he knows how to get the shot off at any time on that pick and roll. Natural instincts taking over, and the experience helping McCollum as well.
Kyle Lowry firing on all cylinders for the Toronto Raptors. What didn't he do in that quarter? A fantastic all-around effort.
It was always a team, and I think we don't.
And Greg, that's how Siakam plays the game himself.
Versatile, very unselfish, and a franchise player in the making.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Working the offensive glass that sometimes comes from predictable shots from your offense, and they've been opportunistic here.
They've got Jones, Robert Covington out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's C.J. McCollum, and it's Simons in at the guard position. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Robert Covington picks one up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But two other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. Two guys, when you look at those two, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. It's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
My shots are home.
It's McCollum on the wing. No good. That would have tied it.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Oh, no!
And Cobb gets it to go. Cobb's got the lead up to 5 now for the Raptors.
Underrated part of Cobb's game. He wants to beat you, and he can do it from the inside as well.
Young with the steal. Well, Greg, we know what kind of energy that Junior plays with on the floor. That's led to energy company Mobile One reaching out for him to be a...
Yeah, reaching out for me because
they have made 8
Norman
of their 12
Powell.
free throws in this game.
Quick to go. Give and go. Passing screenplay.
Free throw good, Van Vliet.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
I got one. That's not good enough.
Lillard against Lowry. And Anthony gets double teamed. And here is Powell. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Bounce pass Young. Siakam kicks to Anunoby. Toronto working the ball around now. Powell against Young. Here's Lowry. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
And what a take from Lowry, using that quickness to just blaze to the rim.
Here's Powell. Nurkic trying to get
You
open.
got blocked. You got blocked by me.
Young looking around.
Come on,
Here's Van Vliet. The shot,
Ah,
no
no.
good. Now Portland takes it the other way. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad.
A matchup that only happens twice a year. These interconference battles.
You just got blocked by me, sir.
Yeah,
How
this
did you
one
feel?
will be for sure. Interconference
My first
matchups
block.
are always pretty fascinating just because of
It was a hard
timing
time
on
for me to
scouting and how
block.
often you watch teams like this affect some of the unpredictability of the East-West battles.
And the pass to Young. Now Siakam. He's guarded by Nurkic. 2 on the clock. Young from outside. And Cantor pulls it down. Trailblazers trail by 14. Powell, no one around him. It's good from long range. Powell's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Trailblazers.
11.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Lowry dishes to Young. Pass to Anunoby.
Anunoby.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. So it's Toronto now. Siakam passes to Lowry. Just 5 on the clock. And Young kicks to Anunoby.
Why did I pass to you? You can't even shoot.
Nurkic has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
You want evidence of
I think
Lillard
Damian
finishing
Lillard was
at
the
the
one
rim?
who
I
helped
give you
me.
Exhibit A.
Down low, here's Anunoby. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Trailblazers trailed by 11. Pass to Anthony. Nurkic kicks to Powell.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Robert Covington's checked in for the Trailblazers.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Siakam finds Young. Here's Anunoby, defended by Covington. Young from outside.
Oh,
there we go.
What are you
down
doing?
The scoring column with that make. He is 1 for 4.
What are you
Not that
doing?
far into this NBA season, but you have to be excited, Greg, about the way that Junior has performed so far.
He's hit the ground running and been an immediate factor. The way he moves and acts on the
went that
court
way.
doesn't look like a rookie. Hopefully, he continues to build off this solid start.
That's a 2 from Powell. And that one hits back iron.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors up by a dozen here at the end.
All right.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll
slow
see.
Slow first half. But watch. Second half, I'm going to go ham. I'm going to go crazy. And I am going to
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two.
Go Buckaroos.
An almost entirely new group here
Just
for
watch.
Portland. Ennis Candace checked in for Jokic. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Jones checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Jones, the pass to Covington.
And that makes me
outside. Portland again missing.
Okay.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
So for Toronto right now, Siakam is up there with Chris Boucher. And it's Young, and it's Trent in at small forward. Simons, the pass to Canner.
Chris is but 12th in the rookie column.
Outside, Jones. And a wide open look for McCollum. Nailed from three-point land. McCollum's got 20.
Well, the coach has confidence in CJ taking that shot, and so CJ has confidence in making it.
And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
Anthony's checked in for Portland. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces. But title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Here's Trent. Off the left rim and out.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Raptors leading by 5. Fast break Toronto. Young with the ball. He gets it in there. Trent's got 5 now.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
And the basket by McCollum.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Trent passes to Young. Boucher kicks to Young. From past the arc. Portland grabs the miss.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
And the 3-ball is good.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Here's Trent, covered by Anthony. And Covington sends it back.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
So impressive.
All right.
The fortitude.
Calm down.
The will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team, just fighting to that.
Yep, that one goes in there.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Here's Simons, covered by Flynn. Simons surveying the D. Pass to Anthony. McCollum outside.
That was dumb. That was fucking dumb.
Anthony's got 4 assists now tonight.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Stolen by McCollum.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Well, there's an ebb and a flow. They had a hard time earlier, but now, flow.
And he's able to get it back. C.J. McCollum, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Portland. With the points he racked up that quarter, he has broken his season-high scoring mark already. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. In a moment now, as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. And how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
Hello.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. We've got Robert Covington, also Enes Kanter out there, Anthony out there with McCollum, and it's Simons in at the 1. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Anthony's shot is off. Toronto trailing. Here's Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
A high-energy wing with a solid all-around skill set. Siakam is developing into a quality go-to scorer.
Here's Simons, defended by Young. A nice shot by Simons. Simons has got 9 points here in the second half.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
A shot by Anthony, no good. And so Siakam will bring it up for Toronto. Here's Flynn. Bangs home the trifecta. As we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
Here's Simons, defended by Young. Toronto, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Siakam, right side, 16 feet away, and it's rebounded by Covington.
Come on, dude.
Covington's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Anthony. And Kanter throws it down.
Like when his motor is running and he's playing with high levels of energy, Kanter is a monster on the offensive glass.
Calm down.
Young against McCollum. Boucher passes to Young.
Why did you hesitate?
Here's
Why the fuck did you hesitate?
That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. And the Trailblazers lead by 2. Here's Toronto now. Here's Siakam. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Siakam's got 4 points now in the quarter.
With a harmonious blend of length and strength, Siakam has become a dependable interior scoring option.
Cullen passes to Kanter. And Kanter throws it down.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Toronto calls timeout. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
And I'm God and Damian Lillard.
Young passes to Van Vliet. Stolen by McCollum.
Never mind.
Powell's got room. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
Well, really good ball movement on the entire possession, and then CJ getting slick.
Young passes to Birch. Van Vliet kicks to Anunoby. Raptors moving the ball around.
And he's been
I can't fucking shoot
all game long.
Yeah, it's almost like he's got a magnet on that ball here tonight. He's in the right spot all the time.
Toronto's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range.
Okay.
Good shooting so far. Here's Lillard. He gets that one.
Powering through on the dribble drive, Lillard has the body control to take that hit and still score the basketball.
Here's Birch. No
Bam!
stopping him there.
There we go.
Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
I think I made the right choice of doing B.
Portland trailing here. Covington passes to Lillard. And he overshot that one, missing. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anunoby.
Anunoby, why, man?
And it's out of bounds to Portland. All retained possession.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
The Trailblazers shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Here's Powell. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Powell's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers. The Raptors have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. Back to Young. And two free throws coming up as the whistle blows. He barely missed that one. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony's checked in for Robert Covington. And so Young nails them both.
You gotta foul me, man. Why you gotta foul me? Why you gotta foul me?
McCollum feeling it out a bit.
Lillard. Oh, what?
Lillard against Young. A three. Lillard misses.
Exactly.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
There you go. Back at it again.
Trailblazers trail by 4.
Come on, Lillard. Come on, Lillard. Come on, Lillard.
Now Lillard. Anthony trying to get open. And Lillard gets it to go.
Well, compact and strong. Lillard using his frame and still finishes.
Back to Young. Siakam trying to free himself up. A nice shot by Young. And the Raptors lead by 4.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
Anthony, the pass to Lillard. And it's Lillard again missing. Raptors leading by 4. Young. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And that one falls for Young. And so Young nails them both.
There you go.
And so here's Portland.
See, I tell you, I need to get back on the groove. If I'm able to get back on the groove,
up top, covered by Van Vliet. Count it, good. McCollum's got 17 now, just in the second half.
He makes it look effortless out there. Until the defense actually presents a challenge for him, expect those kind of results.
Van Vliet finds Young. Out left to the wing. Now the pass to Anunoby. There's the triple. Buries it from three-point range.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
McCollum against Van Vliet. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. So it's Toronto now. And here's Toronto. They're on a 14-6 run. Powell with the steal. And now Portland on the break. Lillard with no one around. And right on target with the swish. Lillard's got 6 points in the quarter.
And that is what you need in big moments. Lillard's a strong leader with competitive drive. Bingo.
Young passes to Siakam. Back to Young. That's all good. And that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
The dish to Young. Good for his 6th make and a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
I tend to do this. I told you.
Nice little run here.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers.
Even if my fouls look like that.
And Champ gets the whistle that time. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. And Portland making a change here. Cantor's checked in. Moves back up. And that's 2 points on the layup.
A reliable finisher who can score in a multitude of ways. Cantor is a tough cover down low.
And the Raptors call time here.
Well, they've been turning that ball over way too much.
I'm not even able to use the
takeover. Need to address this if they want to win this game. Huddle up, boys.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Pascal Siakam.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
If he could only contribute like this for them every night, you can't overstate how much better it makes this team when he has a game like this. And on the road, no less. Van Vliet kicks to Anunoby. Shot clock at 5. This one for 3. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
Three-pointer Lillard hits it from three-point range.
Never mind.
Lillard's got 12
I think I know what you're doing. I think I know what he's trying to do. He's trying
Damian
to
Lillard, this is some Oaktown response. You make one, I got you back. Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim.
I see
Love to see him get up like that.
Trailblazers trail by 9, and Champ gets the whistle that time. That's his 5th foul.
Oh lordy, I gotta watch out though.
1:43 left in the game. Young against Lillard, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Lillard's got 11 here in this quarter alone. Raptors leading by 7 to the paint. Here's Siakam. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And give Siakam the hoop and the harm on that one. And since being drafted back in 2016, he's really improved that upper body strip.
Here's Lillard. The tray. And another 3 for Portland.
He's just such a dynamite scorer. And for 82
I know what
games
he's doing.
of a regular season, Lillard's in attack mode.
Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Shots good from Young. Young's got 20 points.
There are a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Lillard outside. And the 3 off target. Toronto's gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. Siakam, right side. Van Vliet passes to Young.
Oh, God!
That's good footwork from the big man as Cantor aware defensively to get to that one.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Birch kicks to Van Vliet. Young outside. Pass to Birch. Back to Young. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And he ends up making the second, and that stretches their lead to 8. Now a timeout called by Portland. They're down by 8. 30 seconds left in the 4th quarter. What do you think, guys?
I mean, it's iffy that there's enough time to even get a quick shot and a foul.
Gotta play hard. Gotta play hardball. Come on. Come on, I did pass to Lillard.
30 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Pass to Lillard. Shoots it up. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Young outside. Passes it to Baines. Back to Young. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Clearly a foul.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 9. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd
23 points, 4 rebounds, and 9
assists to lift their team up at the finish.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.
Let's go, guys. So, what do I want to do with this? With my progression. I would like... No, what? No, nothing. No. Because yes, either I can go to team practice or not. But going to the next game. We'll do 2 games this video, and then after that.
We've been checking out the 2K League since tip-off, and this season is on fire. And here's a look at what you can expect from the turn.
The NBA 2K League officially turns the page to their 4-day tournament on July 14th, with all 23 teams participating remotely from their local markets. Teams seeded 10 through 23 will compete on day 1, hoping to advance to the following day's 16-team bracket with teams seeded 1 through 9. From there, it's a frenzy to the finals. These teams will be battling for more than just league supremacy, as the turn also has a $260,000 prize pool. Raptors Uprising GC won the 2020 edition of the turn, with Kenny Got Work winning tournament MVP. But who will win this year's edition of the turn? Could it be Pacers Gaming, who led the Western Conference in wins and have 630, scoring nearly 35 points per game this season? Or could it be Wizards District Gaming, who have been hot as of late and are still looking to ride the momentum of their 2020 NBA 2K League Championship?
Since the launch of
and we can't forget about my team tournament runner-up Splashy, who is averaging nearly 34 points per game for Jazz Gaming. And
let's play. We're doing 2 games in this video, so us against the Mavericks, us against the Mavericks. Welcome to American Airlines Center.
And David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, if you'll allow...
Great stuff as always, GA, thanks. Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Birch in at the 5. And for Dallas, Kleba is the... And for Greg, their spirits are running sky high right now.
Kev, it's always a great feeling to come out strong, but it is hard to maintain that consistency. The teams that do, they believe in themselves and they keep playing to their strength.
And I started off with a rebound.
Consistency so hard?
Never mind.
Because you're not playing against yourself. And we're human. And Kevin, as great as you are as a broadcaster, you probably have had some days where you didn't feel as good as you did other days. And that's no different for a guy competing.
And you just got stuck.
My friend, that's every day. Every day you don't feel good.
Oh, corner.
But you grind, right? You just
come on, man.
Gotta do it.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Trailing by 13. Doncic outside. Outside, Porzingis. And he drops it in from the low post. Porzingis has got 7 points.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Brunson with it. Now guarded by Siakam. Here's Brunson. Here's Powell. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Powell's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, this is a big part of what Dwight Powell needs to do. Battle hard on the offensive glass, turn those second chance opportunities into points.
Okay. Calm down. I gotta calm down.
That we've seen from Siakam, it's like nothing else I've ever seen. He's a huge reason for the success of this Raptors team.
Greg, in 2 short years, this guy triples his output from the floor. He goes from a guy who was getting spot minutes, couldn't really get into the rotation, to an all-star. The transition game, his ability to use that speed, and then his approach, the work habits, both of those 2 things have been critical to his growth.
5 on the clock. Hardaway from outside. Rebound by the Raptors. And this matchup with the Mavericks, it's the first meeting of the season.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
You wonder if they're looking to take control of this one.
Exactly.
Early. And when you have more talent, you want to keep the other guys from gaining any confidence.
And they've clearly been the aggressors here early on, drawing fouls and working themselves to the line.
Aaron Baines, he's checked in for the Raptors.
Yeah, and early on doing a really nice job at the free throw line.
Doncic kicks to Hardaway. Now here's Doncic. Boucher defending. Doncic passes to Powell. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And born and raised in Toronto, Powell is part of a growing legion of NBA players who hail from up north.
We the North. How about upon arriving in Dallas, he became the 5th Canadian to suit up just for the Dallas Mavs organization alone. So college and NBA scouts spending more time there now. What a beautiful country with plenty of basketball talent.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Doncic passes to Cauley-Stein. Now, here's Doncic. Well, you know that he's going to find a way to get the ball in the basket no matter what D he's faced with. The average is about 31.5 points a game.
There's a burst that allows Luka Doncic to be effective on his drives. You're not going to catch him standing around. This guy is in attack mode.
Passes it to Boucher. Here's Trent, guarded by Doncic. Here's Young, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
You just have to be more disciplined. I mean, too many fouls and free throw attempts for the opponent.
Marjanovic checked in for the Mavericks. And so Young nails them both. And Beats has quite the all-star roster, don't they, of NBA representatives. You can add Junior now to their list of spokesmen.
From musicians to athletes, Beats has always looked at rising stars to attach their brand. Seeing how he's played, it makes sense that they'd want to bring Junior into the fold.
There's a savviness innate to Luka Doncic. He has played this game for such a long time. Pick and roll, yeah, that's in my bag.
The pass to Trent. Now, here's Khan. Pass to Trent. Hardaway against Young. Pass to Boucher. Here's Trent. No good on that one. So the Mavericks will take it the other way.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Well, Tim Hardaway Jr. is known as a scorer. Knocks down the long distance look right there.
Young passes to Boucher. He dishes it to Baines. And Young kicks to Cobb.
Cobb.
Back to Young. The three. Sinks the triple.
There we go, baby.
Young's got 6.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
To the middle. Out to Doncic. Takes the 3. Here's Cauley Stein. Good on the shot.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And the Raptors call time here. Fresh from a win against Portland.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Second quarter.
Burke dishes to Doncic. Back to Burke. Launches it. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Burke's got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, because Luka Doncic is such a threat to score it, it opens up the passing game, and boy, it is on display right now.
So the Raptors 5 right now. We've got Fred VanVleet. Siakam is out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Young, and it's Trent in at the 3 spot. VanVleet can't get it to go. Mavericks trail by 15. Brunson with a clean look. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Brunson's got his first 2 points of the night. Here's Siakam. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I want to assist so bad.
It's on Porzingis. Well, Greg, Pascal Siakam won Most Improved Player in the league in 2019, and as we've talked about, had a case for it again in the 2020 voting.
I tell you, Siakam's play jumped so much again. He deserved the recognition. He continued to press himself to be an elite forward, rare for a former MIP winner to even be considered for the award more than once.
You know, at 7'3", yes, he can dunk, but with that athleticism and his sense for the dramatic and his flair, look out, folks. He can be special.
Young with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic, and they're moving it up. Brunson, good. Brunson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
To the paint, Porzingis.
I can't even pass
on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Mavericks have their young star tandem in Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. KP said, we can be a pretty deadly duo. It's only going to be a matter of time. Once we get that two-man game going, it's going to be hard to stop. Guys, it's already hard to stop. Back to you.
A team on the rise, David. Thank you so much.
See what I think.
To the inside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And last year, Dallas gave Porzingis the contract he was looking for to the tune of $158 million.
And Greg, credit the Dallas organization for believing in Kristaps Porzingis' talent. And now credit Porzingis, because you have to share shot attempts and usage with Luka Doncic. What has he done? He's concentrated on better rebounding, better rim protecting. This guy is all in on winning, and what a combination these two guys can be. Porzingis so fast off the floor when he challenges a shot, helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
Here's Burke. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you win that play.
Every time you get blocked.
Passes it to Brunson from outside the arc. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there.
Hey, guess what? You still get
out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
Here's Dallas. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Teardrop shot. And it's Toronto with the rebound. They led by as many as 18 points. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home.
Not everyone has the green light to take that 3 in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
Dallas calls timeout. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Not very good at all.
Their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
It's always a good thing when the defense is scrambling. Whenever there was open space on the perimeter, their shooters were able to locate it.
Chris Boucher's checked in for Toronto. Powell, the pass to Burke. And a miss there on the triple.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Here's Doncic. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Doncic has got 19 points.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
And he gets it back. Siakam kicks to Young. Inside. Powell pulls it in.
I can't fucking shoot.
Mavericks trail by 10, and Gent gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Oh, no, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you join the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
The Mavericks have made a mistake at the line yet, 10 of 10.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
The pass to Trent. Raptors moving the ball around. They double team Siakam and wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And the Raptors with the ball. Boucher finds Young. Clock is at 3. Siakam trying to free himself up. Young's shot is off.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
I'm trying to get
Raptors leading by 7. Siakam passes to Young. Back to Siakam. Here's Trent. Pass to Young. Now Siakam. Makes it off the glass. Siakam's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
And Gent gets the whistle that time. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. Pascal Siakam getting it done. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the...
Not good at all. I literally just can't fucking do shit because without turning everything fucking over.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Pascal Siakam got... And some changes here for the Mavericks. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. Hardaway is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Burke is out there with Doncic. Then there's Marjanovic. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Hardaway in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
Trent gets the bucket.
And that's what you want to see. Good, fundamental, sound basketball with the bounce back. Pretty early to be over the limit. That foul situation is something we want to keep an eye on. And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. And Doncic gets it to go.
There is this fundamental confidence to what Luka does, and those difficult floaters, no problem.
Trent passes to Young. Kicks it to Flynn.
Oh, you just got ankle broken.
Back to Young. Baines trying to get open.
Oh,
and even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
My vehicle is 14%. I'm trying to get this low as possible because this fucking sucks.
Set it up, bring the play in.
Shot clock at 6. Now here's Burke. He's guarded closely.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Boy, that's the kind of look this offense is designed to create. That's just a tough miss.
Hardaway. Dallas no good that time either.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Got that one up quick. Trent's got 5 points in the quarter.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Buries the long-range jumper.
I'll tell you, despite this guy's strong play in this period, they're still behind. Someone else has got to step up.
Here's Birch. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Tim Hardaway picks one up. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kevin, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a fan as I can ever recall having.
Raptors leading by 19 points. Down low, here's Young, and it's denied.
I can't. Why?
He's got 6. Fires the 3. Cranes the three-pointer. Bird's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
And Young kicks to Boucher. Now here's Cobb. Burke covering to the paint. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for the Mavericks. It's Powell on the wing. From outside, off the mark.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And Young, here we go. Boucher passes to Young. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Young's got 8 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Out to Doncic. Connects from three-point range. Doncic has got 32 points.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Boucher passes to Cobb. Powell with the steal, pushing it up. And they double up Doncic. It's tipped. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. That one falls. Trent's got 7 points for the quarter.
And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
Pass to Doncic. Another 3 for Dallas.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
And the Raptors call time here.
And they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet and maintaining a good defensive position.
Okay, Cubby.
Raptors leading by 17. Young finds Boucher. Young against Hardaway. Passes it to Cobb. Clock at 6. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Well, you can see that Hendricks Cobb understands the value in spacing the floor, knocks down the 3.
And Doncic gets it to go.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Cobb dishes to Young. We've got 1:18 left to play in the third.
What are you doing?
And that one is good. Boucher's got 5.
Well, get it inside
what are you doing?
To a quality scorer and let this guy do his thing.
Doncic passes to Pop.
I am kidding.
On the wing, Hardaway. 3-pointer. Another 3 for Dallas.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
There's the pass to Birch. Young passes to Boucher. Back to Young. The Raptors need to get a shot off. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Mavericks making a switch here. Porzingis is checked in. And Toronto also making a switch. Van Vliet's checked in. Mavericks trailed by 17.
Okay, that was dumb.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Dallas moving it around. And Brunson has it in the corner. Off target with his 3.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Young finds Boucher. Back to Young. Pass to Boucher. And he was able to put up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Toronto Raptors feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Rick Carlisle had some words for his team. Let's hear what he had.
Hey, it's all about who's more physical. And you got to meet them early in defensive possession. Right there.
Oh, you can't beat me.
A different look for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Ipaul comes in for Luka Doncic. And it's Maxi Kleber in for Jalen Brunson. Khem Birch is checked in for the Raptors. Young comes in for Cobb. So the Raptors 5 right now.
Yes.
Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. And Van Vliet out there with Young. And it's Birch in at the 5, down low.
Did you really so up?
You and I have talked about how the
sub.
NBA Finals
Basically,
used to be
they're just
tape
switching
delayed.
positions.
What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that a weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right.
What's remarkable here is Fred VanVleet has evolved into such an excellent floor general. This guy has done a tremendous job becoming a legitimate threat as a shooter, a legitimate threat as a passer, and we know unequivocally he is unafraid on the game's biggest stage.
To the left side wing. Here's the teardrop. Birch. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 6 assists now in the game. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for Dallas. It's an 18-point game.
Do it.
Van Vliet passes to Siakam. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's on Porzingis.
Well, we're talking about a tough individual competitor in Pascal Siakam. He goes right at the defense.
Now here's Burke. He's tightly guarded. Here's Brunson. Drills the three-pointer.
Puts one in the eye of the defense. First triple of the evening.
Raptors leading by 18. Young passes to Anunoby.
Anunoby, you don't
Pass to Birch. Siakam inside. Kleber on him. And here's Young from the arc. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Well, after netting one in the first half, that's the second deep ball to go down for this guy.
Pass to Kleber. Now Porzingis. And it's been said that history is written by the victor. Certainly holds true in sports, don't you think, Greg? And with that in mind, do you think titles are overvalued when evaluating the great players, individual players in history?
You know, Kevin, I think so. Having said that, I think championships do matter, obviously, in the NBA. In basketball in general, one guy can have more impact, right? Because you only play 5 and you play both ways. So it does have something to say, but I don't think that completes the narrative. You know, there's some tremendously talented guys, Karl Malone, Elgin Baylor, Patrick Ewing, Allen Iverson, a lot of greats who never won it. It's easy to count those rings. The measuring greatness has to take in the whole picture.
Hall of Famers, all of them.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Back to Van Vliet. Young left side. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. 13 points for Champ.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Brunson kicks to Kleber. That 3 off the mark.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
What you see is continued improvement in his ability to create for others. Great to see OG Anunoby make the open read.
Doris, you and I know the quality of play in the NBA bubble was terrific. And some people have said a lack of travel applied. The league, we think, looking at ways to reduce travel moving forward.
Exactly, Kevin. And one option on the table is the, quote, series model. You see it in baseball, where you play consecutive games against a single opponent. So what about the states with multiple teams? New York or California? Can you play all of those teams in one trip? This not only preserves players, but it also cuts travel expenses, something the league is looking hard at.
Here's Porzingis. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Amazing when you're 7'3" with great instincts. You create an opportunity to get the putback. Nice work, Kristaps Porzingis.
Here's Birch. Guarded by Porzingis. Young passes to Anunoby. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
That's good from Anunoby.
Well, what you know is OG Anunoby has certainly seen a lot of the world. This young man, born in London, moved to Missouri as a young man, goes to Indiana University, and then gets drafted by Toronto. That's country to country, folks.
Van Vliet kicks to Young. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Birch's shot's good.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
For Dallas, they've gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the 4th. That's about 43%. Here's Brunson. Birch grabs the board. Rondo shooting around 60% on the night. Amazing work offensively so far. Young passes to Siakam. Back to Young. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. 6 on the shot clock, and we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And since last season, Doris, a lot of coaching changes. Why do you think so many?
Kevin, I think there's a lot of contributing factors. Some of it is ownership and front office changes. Whenever that happens, coaching changes are often the next shoe to drop.
Young, no good.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
The pass to Porzingis, and here is Burke. Porzingis kicks to Doncic. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And it's the Raptors' ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
The vertical of OG and Anunoby. Go ahead, sir. Finish with authority.
Maverick shooting 43% from the field. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And the call on the shot, it sends him to the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And the first one drops. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Melly is checked in for Porzingis. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Maxi Kleber. Green is checked in for Luka Doncic. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Back to Young. He kicks to Flynn. Pass to Baines. Now the dish to Young. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Wow.
That's on J.J. Redick.
You gotta foul me. Bring it on.
That free throw good from Young. And with small ball catching on, it's the rare team, Doris, that looks to go big and play bully ball. Why hasn't that approach been more popular?
Well, to me, Kevin, the NBA game is one that's in constant evolution. So right now the emphasis is three-point shooting, free throw opportunities, and restricted area opportunities. That seems to be the most efficient way to play the game of basketball. On the defensive end, what that requires is positionless players, guys in the post who can guard the perimeter, switchability, all the versatility you can bring to bear on the defensive end is significant, and so that's why bully ball becoming harder and harder to play in today's NBA.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Raptors.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
Hey, listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Pascal Siakam.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
Young's shot is off. Outside, Redick. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Slow.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Second half.
For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Owen, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in.
I took over in the
we'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
I mean, look at this. And you know what? I'm generous, and there's only one more thing I gotta do something afterwards. And that is team practice. Sure, team practice, let's go. I think we're on our way to winning a championship, maybe. It's too early in the season, so.
Hey, good to see you.
Yeah.
Great game.
Training facility. Get in, everybody.
Bring it in, everyone. Before we get started, I want to introduce you to a special guest, Muggsy Bogues. He'll be here observing with the coaching staff today, so let's put in a strong effort and show him how we do things around here. We really need to push the tempo and get out in transition more. Let's get on the baseline and work on filling the lanes better and getting the ball to the middle of the floor.
Do it.
Take that, take that.
All right. I'm missing again.
Get your mind right.
Better work on a fast break. Okay. NBA Legend bonus. All badge points times 3. Oh god, I hate this one. I think we still got the ball because they did the thing. Yeah.
like that.
That's just like that. We have to play like that.
Hey, right here.
And exactly. I mean, come on, I cannot do all the scoring. Jesus. Ah, no, never mind.
Easy points, let's do this.
Okay. We had to run. What? Yes, we did.
Hey, he can ball, huh?
Alright, let's play D.
Oh, hit it, baby! Hey, good boy, good boy!
Look at this. Practice button, press to impressed. Legend. Time 3. So now I have 4 things which I'm going to try and do shooting. 3-point deep. Let's do it.
I see someone wants to work on their threes. Let's get it set up.
You got it, you got it. Come on, man.
Who's working here? Let's do it. Hey, yo, right there. Hey, someone right here, someone.
Again.
Okay.
We'll get the next one.
Hey, right here.
So far.
Focus. AI, get serious. Come on.
That one went too early. There we go. I like that contraption. 6.
Hey, see you later, man.
Gotta work on these trees, guys. Alright, next up will be... I'm gonna keep doing I'm gonna keep working on... First one drill, they'll put right 3-pointers to for what?
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Alright. So just shoot anywhere.
Yeah, let's go, let's do it! 3 of them, baby. Hey, come get it, come get it! That's all you, man! Push it, push it! Trifecta, baby! Shout, shout, shout!
Alright, and then this way. I missed shots again.
Hey, he ball, huh?
More. What you got going on today?
Shooting upgrade back. Let's try shooting again. This time working on corner 3. Corner 3.
I see someone wants to work on their 3s. Let's get it set up. Can't even watch this.
Here you go. Here you go. Here you go.
Get your head into the game.
Here you go. Here you go. Here you go.
You're like money in the bank.
Here you go. Here you go. Look in here.
Get your mind right.
Oh shit.
Come on, man. You could do better than that.
Hey, hit me up.
And one more shooting drill, since I need to do one more shooting. Contestant mid laner. Probably gonna take a shot and then we'll do this. Or we can do free throw golf. Switch +3. Rim hit the backboard. But I'm working on 3-pointers right now.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
That's it. Let's go.
Nice shot.
Heck yeah.
That might be good enough for the City League, but it's not gonna cut it here.
Big shot. Making markets.
Yeah, let's go.
Heck yeah.
All day, baby.
All day making them shots. Gotta work on them shots. Yep, we're done. Off the dribble. Yep. Yeah.
Let's do this.
Heck yeah. Buckets. I'm a big bad bucket. You missed. I'm laughing today. But yeah, since I'm in a generous mood, we're going to, as I hit the last shot, one more 3 attempt. Done. Alright. We are gonna play. I decided we're gonna play the next game. I'm a generous mood, we're gonna do 3 games. One more game.
Next week, we are celebrating you, the 2K community. It's our annual 2K TV Awards.
We have 10 awards going out to community members that have shown serious commitment and skills in NBA 2K21 this season. Prizes include a ton of 2K21 VC, and this year we're also throwing in some 2K22 VC to get you off to a good start. Of course, what good is VC without the game? That's also included in the prize package, plus a My Team Dark Matter card, and more. It's also our season finale, so we'll be looking back at the best moments from this season.
Make sure you check back because you won't want to miss it. Until then, enjoy the game.
Okay.
A skyline of downtown Toronto really looking. And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Ault.
Kevin, thanks very much. In this era of player empowerment.
Much needed indeed, David. Thank you. Here's the starting group for the Charlotte Hornets. Miles Bridges is out there with Zeller, and it's Hayward. Then there's Terry Rozier, and it's Ball in at the point. And for Toronto,
I'll give you 3 games.
Anunoby. And
3 games back to back to back.
Another top-level guard.
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus. Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Washington. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
The Raptors shooting their first free throws of the night.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
Passes it to McDaniels. There's the 3. They get the rebound. It's good on the putback. Washington's got the game tied up here for Charlotte.
Well, I like how Washington gets positioned for the offensive rebound. He's got a nice feel for where he needs to be when the shot goes up.
Young passes to Baines. It's stolen by Monk.
Why did he do that?
Inside. It's blocked. And here's Young. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Dallas. Boucher's shot is off. Monk with the ball, and Young picks him up defensively.
And we all know Monk likes to shoot, but their great decision getting it to their open teammate.
And the Raptors shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. Bounce pass Young. Pass to Trent. Stolen by McDaniels.
Why are we getting...
Fast break now for Charlotte. Passes to Washington. Now, here's Monk, defended by Young. Now the Raptors moving it up. Young with the ball. Here's Cobb. Paxson coming off the assist from Young.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Pass to Monk. With the teardrop. And the layup is up and in.
Possessing such a soft touch on these shots, Monk makes it look so effortless.
And so Young will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Trailing by 2. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good in that one.
But you also got to give credit to the offense, too. I mean, they exploited every hole they saw in the defense.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Toronto shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Monk, no one around him, and he's good on the 3 ball. Monk's got 5 now.
And you can't give Monk any space. More than capable of hurting you from this area.
Greg, maybe not the tallest big in the league, but Washington's reach is the great equalizer.
He stands only 6'7", but that 7'2" wingspan, it allows him to play big, snatch rebounds in traffic, and make contested shots in the paint. I think the young fella's got a bright future.
Here's Monk. Baines with the block. Here's Cobb. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Raptors lead by 1.
You think Cobb has gotten this far by playing timid? No
against
way.
Those start
this guy stays
in the first
in attack
half
mode.
or first quarter.
1:31 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Washington. That one wide left. Last outing for Charlotte was a loss to New York.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
I mean, I flat out. I mean, I thought they looked overmatched. I mean, I thought they lacked aggressiveness and heart out there.
Hornets trail by 4. Graham, the pass to Monk. To halt the run, he lays it in. Monk's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
I mean, he's finding some good shots early on, and what you like about it, he's not trying to do too much.
Bounce pass Young, and that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Well, just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
Cobb passes to Young. A rebound by Washington.
I knew it's going to happen.
Washington's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's McDaniels, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. First trip to the line for him here. The free throw drops.
And I'm up. Terry.
Van Vliet passes to Young. Yep, that one goes.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
On the court for the Hornets, they've got Miles Bridges. All out there with Terry Rozier. Then it's Zeller, and it's Hayward in at the 3 spot. Basket, good. Rozier's got 16.
Well, we see why they call him Scary Terry. When he gets it going, he's real frightened for the deal.
Siakam outside. To the right side. Lowry passes to Young.
Oh, hello.
Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Young's got 4 points now in the quarter. Hornets trail by 3. Young with the steal. Offensive rebound. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Miles Bridges. For Toronto, they have been unsuccessful at the line so far, 0 of 3, and looking to make their first free throw of the game right now. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
The Raptors shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. Good on both.
Good on both. Good on both.
Here's Rozier. 18 points for him. And there's the pass to Zeller. Here's Hayward. The kick out to Rozier. Fires from deep. And that one is off.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Young. Pass to Anunoby. Back to Young.
Okay, reset.
Left side Lowry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Siakam. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 5 assists in the game.
They have ridden him today, and it has paid off in a big way.
Passes it to Rozier. No good with the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. And there's a pattern starting to take shape here.
I'm getting myself a groove here.
It inside and getting good shots from close range.
Ball dishes to Zeller. Hayward against Siakam. Hayward right side. Anunoby sends it back. And they'll keep possession. Shot by Zeller, no good. Raptors leading by 8.
Yeah.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Ball against Lowry.
Oh, I'm playing against LaMelo Ball.
To shoot. Hayward kicks to Rozier. And again, the Hornets missing.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Van Vliet can't get it to go.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
Pass to Rozier. Sinks the three-pointer.
Okay.
Rozier's got 21.
Enough.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Young passes to Lowry. Raptors moving the ball around. And the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Anunoby.
And he's been much more aggressive here in the second quarter. He's getting to the line a lot more than he did in the first.
All right.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Charlotte. 8-point game. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad.
In this game, just the first of 4 meetings between these two. They'll get quite familiar with each other by season's end.
I look forward to seeing which team can dictate the style of play. I mean, that's going to set the tone for this entire series.
And the basket by Lowry.
You know, this guy just brings such heart and passion to the court. Lowry just doesn't let a little contact stop him from scoring.
Just let go.
Hayward against Van Vliet. No one
I just went around.
Here's Ball.
Luckily they missed.
Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. Ball's got 5 points so far.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Van Vliet kicks to Lowry. Bounce pass Young. Bridges with the steal. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Van Vliet passes to Young.
No.
1:09 left to play here in the half. Outside, Ball to the middle. Then Bridges jams it in.
Oh, man, he can sky. Can't he? Bridges is an amazing finisher at the rim. He enjoys putting on a little bit of a show.
Hayward against Van Vliet. Feeds it to Young. Kicks it out to Siakam. Knocks down the 3-ball. Siakam's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
Tipped away. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Van Vliet. Washington's checked in for Charlotte.
Oh, no. Get up, get up.
Here's Ball. He's coming off a 31-point game against the Knicks in New York.
But we got to talk about his D2. 4 steals in the game. I mean, a complete all-around effort for him.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Terry Rozier. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. This is his first free throw of the game. And so Lowry nails both of them.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
Now Graham, 14 points from him the last game against the Knicks in New York. Beyond the arc. And so it's Toronto ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of...
I think I have a great half. Look at it. 12 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists. My free throw needs a little more. Actually, that could be my next.
Welcome back. The calendar has flipped over, and so have we into the second half of. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Bridges. McDaniels comes in for Gordon Hayward. Malik Monk, he's checked in for Rozier. And Devontae Graham subbed in for Ball. Graham kicks to Monk. Charlotte no good that time either. Toronto leading by 7. We've got Chris Boucher. Young is out there with Kyle. Then it's Pascal Siakam. And it's Trent in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Hits the 3-point bomb. Trent's got 6.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
They've been a more cohesive team over this stretch, and that helps account for their lead.
Here's McDaniels. Unable to get that one. Good D by Siakam. Cobb, wide open. No good on the 3.
He's not using his head this quarter. He's got to get back to finding high percentage shots.
Monk with the ball. He's got 10. Now here's Graham. And Young comes over to help. Just 3 to shoot. Here's McDaniels. Charlotte gets it back.
And I just love how he's banging down low. His hard work will let them use some more of the clock here.
The pass to Cobb. To the inside. Young. That's tipped.
I'm registering one of the highest verticals at the NBA Combine. Zeller can send your shot back.
Here's Monk. Offensive rebound. Raptors leading by 10. There's 1:38 left in the third. Cobb kicks to Young. Over to the wing. Siakam against Zeller. Siakam misses.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
Charlotte moving it around. McDaniels passes to Washington. Trying to end the drought, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And not being as aggressive from the 3-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Charlotte making a switch here. Rozier's checked in. That free throw good from Washington.
Well, P.J. Washington defines what it means to be a modern big. I mean, the hybrid label has been turned into a positive.
Young outside. Pass to Siakam. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 7th assist here tonight.
You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
Passes it to Washington. Kicks it to Monk. Jacks up a 3. Drills it from outside. Monk's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, this is Monk at his finest. Receiving the pass where he wants it, elevating, and knocking down the shot.
Boucher passes to Young. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, easy call.
Raptors have made 8 of their 12 free throws in this game.
And he's taking care of the hard part tonight, which is getting to the line. But he hasn't finished the job once he gets there.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here is Graham. He's got 9. Pass to Rozier. Out to the wing. Now, here's Monk. Boucher defending. The shot by Monk is no good.
Credit to D for not giving up on that play. He's a tough cover down low.
And here's Young from the arc. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in.
Great coverage from Washington. Playing hard and trying to make an impact on defense.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read. Understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
You fucking bitch.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. Washington and Zeller are in the middle. Ante Graham is out there with Rozier, and it's Monk in at the 3. Siakam misses. Hornets trail by 4. Down low, the 9-foot shot, and it's finished off inside by Monk. Monk's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Oh, man, elevating his passing ability. Dimes like this from Rozier help him establish chemistry with his guys.
Here's Boucher. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. And the Raptors lead by 4.
That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Monk for 3. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Siakam passes to Young. And he makes the first.
And done a much better job from the line this half. They've gotten that percentage up over 80 for the game.
Ken Burge is checked in for Toronto.
And talk about playing small. Last year, Charlotte had Rozier and Devontae Graham on the floor together for much of the time. Both players right around 6'1". But you know what? They held their own.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
And he knows it, too. He tried to get away with it. Sometimes you do. That time he didn't.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning Mobile One block a moment ago.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Here's Monk. Out to the right wing. Graham gets a wide open look. And it's the Hornets another 3. And of course, Rozier played a fair amount of off guard before he came to Charlotte.
And Kevin, back in Boston, he learned how to move without the ball, where to spot up. And those may have been hard lessons early on, but the development paid off. Rozier's become a much more versatile talent. And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Washington finds Rozier. Cobb with the steal. Fast break Toronto. Cobb's running. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
All right.
Raptors leading by 8. Young passes to Boucher. Back to Young. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
What are you going to do?
Hayward outside. The pass to Washington. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
An instinctual scorer with a strong build. Washington puts opponents in compromising defensive positions.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And so Young will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Oh, that's just the mentality you have to have. Not wanting to give the opposition any hope of clawing back into this.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Young with the steal. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. LaMelo Ball picks one up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are. But look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and
Melo, you
skill
learned
with the
this
way the court is
time.
spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Back to Ball. And Ball slams it in.
Alert play on the part of Washington. He's a much stronger player when he shows the type of awareness and unselfishness.
Here's Birch. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Good on the bucket.
His shooting has been a bright spot for them. Otherwise, they've struggled as a whole.
Bounce pass, Young. Siakam, that's good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Pass to Hayward. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Raptors leading by 10. Pass to Van Vliet. Back to Young. Hornets with the rebound. Ball's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for him.
Hayward can't hit.
Some very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
Anunoby against Bridges. And the shot will not go.
Anunoby,
from Anunoby.
why are you taking this by
Hornets trail
yourself?
by 10. The shot by Hayward, wide open. Shot is good
Exactly.
off the
Here's
back
the
rim and
problem.
in.
That's the
19 points for Gordon Hayward.
I like that Hayward knows exactly what to do with the ball. I mean, he gets in good position and lets it fly.
Toronto calls timeout.
And one of the things that stands out when you see Bridges, that explosive leaping ability.
But yeah, he gets off the ground quickly and makes adjustments in mid-air.
Hey, player of the
There's a
game, baby.
smoothness to his athleticism. He's still putting it all together, but there's a lot
Look
to
at
work
me go.
Zellers checked in for Charlotte.
Look at me go with passes here.
Toronto's gone
And also
0-3 so
finishing.
far in the 4th quarter from long range. Back to Young.
And that is
Makes
why.
that one fall. It's his 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Here's Ball. Pass to Rozier. Shoots over Van Vliet. And it's Rozier missing.
That's the only way to hold him in check. When he's got it inside, you got to have a body on him right away.
Count it. And it's a 12-point Raptor lead.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up. Look, the more threes he misses, I mean, the more he wants to take. Where they do that at?
Oh, that was an impressive throwdown.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. To the middle. Ball with the bucket.
Oh, you get it inside like this, you're going to get a high percentage shot almost every time.
Toronto leading by 12. To the paint. Here's Siakam. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Siakam's got 15 points in just the second half.
Why?
Rozier against Van Vliet.
I tell you, you're going to get 3 games in one video, and it's not going to disappoint.
Now, here's Rozier. He's guarded closely.
And guess what?
Inside. Here's Birch. Slammed home, he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line.
Come on!
It goes on Cody Zeller.
Come on, man!
You have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Oh, and they're showing no signs of letting up. I love this approach right now. They value each possession.
There's Ball with the 3. Good on the 3-point shot.
Well, that's almost a sure thing when you leave him that wide open on the perimeter. I mean, that's his sweet spot.
Back to Young. Siakam trying to free himself
Every time
up.
you do this, you're
A
making
nice
it
shot
open.
by Young.
You're making it open.
And that's now 29 points for Champ.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Raptors.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Champ.
What a teammate he was tonight, setting guys up for layups and open jumpers on what seemed like every possession.
It's Young on the wing. He's covered by Ball.
Why?
Shot by Young.
Just why? You know what I'm going to do. You know what I'm going to do.
Turn it down.
That's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
Now, here's Ball. He's covered closely. Zeller. And the Hornets miss again.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Anunoby kicks to Van Vliet. To the inside. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
That's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
Ball feeling it out a bit. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports.
Look at this.
And we'll see you next time.
I went crazy. I got Tezons. Ooh, I got new endorsements. I mean, I played really good. Video is a important message tomorrow. The Swiss quality innovation. Oh, that's how to deal with Tezons. Timekeeper, fit, make sure not late. Hairs are offer. Sure. Happen, what do you do for your performance? Oh my lord. I am going to go not big. Why am I not going not big? I cannot get 50 whatsoever. But I'll try to get 15 assists, no problem. I mean, 15 points, 5 rebounds. I just want to pee on that guy's butthole. Anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like this video, give a thumbs up. So we're 10-4 right now, and not looking back. And one of the most insane games I ever did. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. See you next time.